Swat the Hearth and Grab. And tonight, we go into part 2 of 5 of our special investigative series, Human Resources, Conflict and Resolution. We went deep into Canadian workplaces to research and determine the top sources of conflict and unrest, and the most efficient strategies for dealing with them. From discord to delight, we cover it all. Our first installment showed the hate and fear-mongering associated with food theft in the workplace. We witnessed co-workers engaging in luncheon brawls over the ownership of a ham sandwich. And on the flip side, how a little bit of effective mediation can go a long way. Today, we dive a little bit deeper and explore one of the more hidden, less spoken about types of workplace harassment. That's right, sexual. Join us as we follow the reenactment of a real-life workplace scenario, the effects it had on the group dynamics, and how it can be dealt with. Tonight on Human Resources, Conflict and Resolution.
Today on the agenda, we'll be discussing our fam trip fundraiser and our bath products. So the sales for this semester have been going pretty good. Our stock has been on the rise here. So if we can get some of the figures, Kristin, would you like to go over a few of the notes that you have there?
Yes, some numbers include 5,
Excellent.
27,
Excellent.
and 38.
Fantastic.
Sounds good.
Bill?
Well, on that note, what about the shipping? We have some problems with the shipping to Hong Kong. We had some modern-day pirates rob one of the ships.
Unfortunate.
Took our inventory, yeah, so I don't know what we're going to do about that, but...
Definitely have to figure something out there.
It's like the 3rd time.
Yeah,
This week.
It's getting crazy. I know. We'll have to look into that further, but Karli, what do you got to say now?
Well, I was doing some of the hiring, and we have a few open spots that need to be filled.
Excellent.
That's great. That's good.
And I think our new marketing materials are really working out well because the numbers are up. And so if we can stop the hijacking of the shipments, we'll be in great shape.
That's key. Fantastic.
With all that said, let's take a 15-minute break and we'll see each other back here in 10-15 minutes. How's that?
Perfect.
Okay, let's go.
As you can see, this team has a great work dynamic. They each do their own work and are accountable for themselves while still being part of a team. What happens next? Well, let's watch.
Just looking for them right now. Hang on a second.
Yeah! Oh yeah! Come on now. Come on now. Come on now.
Oh, yes. So I've just been in contact with our international affairs team who advised us that we dispatched our tactical ninja team to retrieve our precious cargo of bath mats and return it safe and sound to our headquarters. All right, well, we'll bring this meeting to a close for today and reconvene tomorrow at 3 p.m.
That sounds good to me.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, Mr. Philiburton, for shame. Perpetuating the dirty old man workplace stereotype, his actions have caused discourse among members of his team. What's the best way to resolve this? Let's see how they handled it.
I don't know who you think you are, touching my goods today as we're leaving the board meeting.
Honey, everybody's touched those goods.
I don't think so, Mr. Philiburton.
I do. Been flaunting it around the office all day, showing all the boys all your goods.
I'm going to report you.
If I were you, otherwise I'm going to spill the beans about you and Mr. Toleroni in the utility room the other day after the conference. What I saw.
Kiss my
Well,
Uh-oh. This situation just got a whole lot more complicated. Where do you draw the line? When is enough enough? Let's see how Cynthia handles this intensely dramatic scenario.
Come in. Hi, Miss Marblestein. I was wondering if you had a minute to talk. I sort of have an issue. I'm kind of not sure how to deal with it.
Oh, Cynthia, of course. Have a seat. What can I do for you today?
Thank you. Well, it's kind of a complicated situation.
Well, let's discuss this issue and see if we can come up with a solution.
And the other day during our board meeting, when my coworker John began to rub my thigh. After the meeting, as we were leaving, he spanked my behind. After the board meeting, I approached him about his inappropriate behavior, and he began to blackmail me and said that he would deny all accusations.
What type of threats were made?
I reported him. He would expose that Frank and I had an intimate encounter the other day during our break.
I see. This is a complicated issue. I'm gonna need to hear John's side of the story and look over what actions need to be enforced, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible.
Thank you very much for your time today.
You're very welcome, Cynthia.
Have a good day.
Thanks, you too. Yes.
Hi, Miss Barblestein. Here you want to talk to me.
Yes, Mr. Philip, have a seat.
Okay.
I would like to discuss some accusations that were made by another co-worker.
Okay.
It has been brought to my attention that you have been sexually harassing a co-worker. Are these accusations true?
Oh, I have no idea what you're talking about. I plead the fifth.
I feel like this individual is telling the truth as she has admitted to her own inappropriate actions. Would you care to change your answer?
Second thought, I guess my actions were a little out of line. But I feel Mrs. Bothelsworth was flaunting her goods around the office. This job is important to me, and I don't want to jeopardize it.
I don't feel your job would be jeopardized if you can change your behavior and respect the entire team. I'm going to be bringing in a specialist to speak to you all. Thank you for coming in, Mr. Philibberton.
You too.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Gloria Copperchest. It's been brought to my attention that there have been some issues involving sexual harassment in the office. I feel that it is very important to keep the workplace strictly professional and have all other things that are not related to your job take place at home, okay?
Yes, definitely.
Or at least at other places. Like, I don't know if the workplace is very...
A hotel,
yeah,
a bedroom,
maybe, you know, like I don't
campsite,
think... Yeah.
back of the truck.
See, that's good, that's good.
Yes.
Thanks for putting those ideas out there. You know, maybe people will take them into consideration. To address the issue, I want to start off by saying that any sexual relations that do occur outside of the workplace happen at the consent of both individuals involved, okay? So, no, you know, you don't want anything happening without the other person's consent. You just want to make sure that it's mutual, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I feel it would be good to have you guys all take a few days and take part in some workplace sensitivity training, just to let you guys know just what is right and what is wrong, right? Like what is acceptable behavior in the workplace and what's not so acceptable, just so that everyone gets a feel for, you know, what people should be doing or what they should not be.
Definitely.
So I would definitely like to start the training as soon as possible. So we'll say Wednesday morning, if that's good for all of you.
It works for me.
Okay. So when you come in on Wednesday morning, just go to the boardroom and you'll all sit together and we'll meet up there and around 9 o'clock, and we'll just, you know, start it there and start off slow, but, you know, just want to get you guys all involved in this and just make sure that you know what is going on and what's, you know, appropriate and things like that. So, yeah, we'll start it Wednesday morning, and then I'm thinking maybe finish Friday when you guys go home. And then you guys can have the weekend just to sort of process everything, soak it all up, think of everything that's been going on, and just, you know, that way when you come back Monday morning, you'll be all refreshed and ready to go for the new week. And,
fantastic.
yeah. So I feel that would definitely help you guys out a lot. So we're all good with this then?
I agree.
I agree.
Agree.
Why don't we just do a little handshake to seal the deal, and then I'll see you on Wednesday morning.
Sounds good.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.
Wow, powerful stuff. What began as a fairly innocent romantic encounter escalated into a very combustible situation, but luckily was dealt with and diffused before exploding into an HR disaster of lies, sex, and misappropriation of power. So, once again, we've chronicled one of the many tricky real-life scenarios from beginning to end. Join us next week as we continue our investigation with a probe into the tragic effects of office supply misappropriation. Until then, I'm Laura Swathen-Hothengrath, and this has been HR, Conflict and Resolution. Good evening. I'm Lorna Hothengrath. That's not my name. Good evening. I'm Lorna Swathen-Hothengrath.
Hottengrath.
Are we supposed to be talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, just say something about the bath mats and
Yeah, the
we have lots.
They're getting moldy. What do you mean moldy?
No. It's still all over your face. It's on the other side too.
I need a water.
Why are you videotaping Kristin? She's not doing
So we
it.
have record of all the group members.
Oh God. Please. No, not me. I will punch you in the face. Too late. I said I was not making on camera today.
And I'm not putting this in the film. How to Drink It Tim Hortons, starring Christiana Samai. Dun, dun, dun. And yours truly.
Channeling my anger.
Yeah, you channel that anger.
My issue began during the other. Oh my god.
I feel Miss Bottlesworth was with Brottlesworth. I feel Mrs. Bottlesworth. Mrs. Bottlesworth was.
Do it like that. Isn't like 10% of our heart or something? And then there's like one
Oh, look at that
assignment
sauce.
that's worth 20%
And
of
the
our heart, and he
lettuce.
What are
hasn't
you
assigned
doing?
anything on it yet. Like the financial labs that we have to do
We would have
online.
done this.
What? 4 or 5.
I'll cut you off.
I don't know if you went there. Who knew bananas worked to raise one?
Can you wait? I want to take a picture. Well, he can wait. Stop erasing for a second.
It's too late.
Okay. Yeah, just keep doing that. Okay.
Work that banana.